we're experiencing an unprecedented influx of consciousness and awareness. Namaste, my good friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and I help people navigate through their ascension process. And today is going to be another energy update for September of 2017. It's a final energy update, the last one for the month. And I have some exciting things to share with you because it's an exciting time to be alive with a lot of exciting things going on within the collective. And I imagine if you reflect within yourself as well. Essentially, we're experiencing an unprecedented influx of consciousness and awareness. A totally cleared lens in which we view our reality and ourselves. And with this can spring forth a myriad of different and varying symptoms and spin-off types of tangent experiences associated with this fundamental change that we're going through and continuing to go through. Some people are becoming aware of so much of their issues, so much of their baggage, realizing more clearly the weight of unresolved issues. You can now maybe feel it as a mass, an energy in your body that you have concluded now needs to be dealt with. You might be experiencing synchronicity going into overdrive, crazy synchronistic types of experiences well beyond the numbers, more like just reality is becoming unglued to an extent at times. You might look back into the past and see that you're evaluating your past and your older experiences in a totally new light, realizing aspects of them that you never thought about before. Old memories popping back into your consciousness that you're like, whoa, yes, I know I've gone through that, and now I can see it so differently. So anyways, there's a big shift going on and has been going on, but it's just getting so noticeable that it's exciting, as I mentioned. So now I will get into more of the specifics, that things you might be going through as a result of all this. Number one is perfect timing, though it doesn't always seem that way. We're being locked and forced in, or our higher self is setting us up for perfect timing. But it takes so much getting used to, because our minds are so used to calculating, I'm gonna do this and then this, followed by this, and then I'll take a break, and then comes this. And we naturally create these formats and regimens and plans just on a general subtle level in our mind based on our day-to-day interactions. But the higher self is like, whoa. It can see the whole day almost beforehand in a sense, and it can say, wow, if you skipped this and did this here and avoided this, then we'll get this effect, this experience that'll result out of this what appears to be a mishmash of sometimes problems, inconveniences, and setbacks. When they all come together in a perfect and in sync way, it can create just these awesome experiences that could have never been conjured by our mind. But again, it takes some getting used to. A good example is I came down here a couple hours ago and I did my yoga. I got myself all into the zone, and I was fumbling through my backpack here, and I realized I forgot a little wire, a little piece that connects my microphone to my camera, my phone here. And I tried it without it. It was useless. I had to drive all the way back home and come all the way back. And for a little bit of that drive, quite honestly, I was frustrated. I was like, man, I was so much in the zone, man. I was so pumped to shoot videos. But when I came back, I won't get into the details, but I had a lot of personal revelations that were just really worthwhile. Also, a brand new download and idea came forth for a new thing I'm going to teach. And anyway, it was well worth it. Now I can see why that had to happen that way. Anyways, you might experience that in your own life to some degree. Number two, I will say it's a combination of we'll call it soul memory combined with the growing ability to view the world's events from a much higher perspective. Meaning, most people, they watch the news, they see what's going on, and they have their interpretation that don't really consider the fact that they are a divine soul, we are living in a divine realm, and there's a much bigger game being played that most are not aware of. But you're becoming aware of it. So you can view the weather and the Donald Trumps and the politics and all the really potentially frightening things going on in the world that makes people feel very unsettled and unsafe and insecure. You can see it as a grand unfoldment and a series of appropriate catalysts for change and awakening within humanity. You see beyond the surface, and you see the effects that it will have on people, which allows you to rest, to relax, to chill, to be calm and at peace. Soul memory. You might find that you're getting downloads, which a lot of people I'm finding have a big misinterpretation of downloads. Many people I talk to say, oh, I don't get downloads. What is a download? They assume it's some sort of really obvious concrete thing, and it's not like that. It's just that you will have an enthusiasm in the direction of a source of information that really quickly and rapidly fills you with knowledge that resonates, that broadens your perspective and opens your mind. It might have a lot to do with, oh wow, I'm attracted to this very esoteric book that I would have never in a million years considered, and yet it just stumbled into my life, and now I'm reading it, and it's just filling me with excitement, and just it's so ponderous and just amazing. Number 3 is there's still, as you probably would concur, a lot of release going on in random intense waves. It's throwing some people off, I'm finding, but it doesn't have to, and that's why I wanted to kind of mention it, that whenever you raise your vibration quickly, there's a sudden consciousness opened up, an awareness where you can perceive, and in that opening out comes the old, the heaviness, the density is being just sucked out of you, up and out. But it can be experienced in a very uncomfortable way at times, where it's just like overwhelming sobbing or sadness, or you feel trapped in your little child, you feel like your inner child has taken over your life emotionally, and you're responding and reacting to life events from the perspective of your wounded little child self, and you're like such a mess, you can't think clearly, and it's confusing, sometimes frightening for some people, because it can just be, it's a lot coming up very quickly now. People are awakening fast now. But this is a very positive thing, and all they have to do is just let go. Allow it to unfold, and trust the process. It will prove itself to you, I promise you. So if you're going through some release, it's not that you've taken a wrong turn or doing anything wrong, it's that you're just allowing a lot of density to be purged out of your being very quickly and rapidly, because you can handle the speed and you want to awaken fast. Number 4, there is a discernible theme of the body, your physical vessel, and how it relates to your physical life and your awakening, and the influx of energy and consciousness, and trying to balance it all. So this might be a focus for you, and this could be experienced in many different ways. Some people are finding they're getting sick and getting run down and feeling under the weather. And that's kind of a sign to say, hey, you're doing way too much of something. You're stressing out about this. You're not taking care of your body. You're not eating healthy foods. You're eating too much sugar, drinking too much caffeine, and you're running around like a madman. So it's no wonder you're going to crash and burn like that. Other people, it's not so bad like that. It's just more, you might find you're like attracted to a certain book about nutrition or a certain diet shift. Maybe you want to start eating more fruits and vegetables because you can now perceive the light that they hold within them, and when you eat them you feel really good and tuned in. It could be anything in between. I personally have found myself a little bit under the weather. I fall under that category. My folks were in town and we were eating out a lot, and just way more than normal. And I didn't get sick, but sometimes what happens is I get to where I feel like I have a cold, but no real symptoms, no stuffy nose and no sore throat. My body feels like it does when it's got maybe a mild fever. Anyways, that's my signal to to shift something. It's an early warning sign. So you might be getting those, or you might be finding yourself in bed sick. Either way, out of it's going to come a healthier physical body that will be able to house more of this light energy, and it's just going to improve your life immensely. Number 5 is, due to all of this going on that I just mentioned, meaning the letting go quickly of denser aspects of your consciousness, and making room, in a sense. A lot of people are getting really great ideas, inspired thinking, inspired ideas, which are the seeds of the manifestations that there are your dreams. A lot of times when we want something, I would love to be a coach, I would love to be a healer, I want to help people, I want to have abundance and travel the world. We set out those powerful and just solid intentions, and what happens is we attract what seems to be the opposite. We attract situations that provoke awareness into issues and aspects of our being that block us from getting the ideas that are naturally there but being blocked temporarily, that would allow us to easily and joyfully fulfill those desires. And we've been doing a lot of that for a long time. We're probably going to continue for some time as well, but we've done enough of it, a lot of us, to where there's enough room, enough freed up consciousness that now can easily detect and perceive awesome freaking ideas. That if you follow up with them and if you take action upon them, not only will you be synchronistically assisted, but it will bring you, in oftentimes a roundabout way, into a real kick-ass life. A kick-ass life, abundant, with purpose and meaning and satisfaction and joy and love and harmony and excitement. That is what is happening right now. Anyways, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that video. I will talk to you very soon, of course. Have an amazing day. Namaste. Hey, what's up, my friends? I'm back. Thank you again for watching, and you might have noticed I have some new editing software, so I'm just going to forewarn you, I plan to tinker around with this for a little while, so my videos might seem a bit inconsistent in terms of how they're laid out, but I just want to get it right. Anyways, you guys can let me know your thoughts if you want. Either way, I'll talk to y'all soon. Have an amazing day. Hope you're all doing very well. Peace.